Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ossu Otaku, your weekly anime podcast about a specific anime every season. We got through our first season of My Hero. Here we are, second series we're ever talking about, Takt Op Destiny. Join me as always, as per usual, is Cassidy. Cassidy, how are you?
I'm doing good today, Jake. I just rewatched this episode for the second time. Or I guess I watched it for the second time just before this recording. So pretty hyped from, the awesome episode. We'll get into that more later. But how are you doing, Jake?
I'm doing great. I really dug this episode. I was optimistic about this series because of, the premise seemed fun, and of course, the people working on it are incredible, so...
Crazy. It's
right?
crazy.
Okay, we can probably trust it. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Of course it's going to be good. Are you kidding?
It's
Two amazing studios.
so good. It's so good.
Oh yeah. And I'm just happy and I'm excited to watch this for this season, and I'm glad that this is a follow-up to My Hero because as we know, My Hero close to the heart, I keep it. And I think this follow-up is going to be pretty epic. So I'm excited to talk about the show for sure.
Same. And it's fun because it's definitely actiony, but it's got a lot more different elements to it. Stuff that we don't really have in My Hero. So it's really exciting and fun.
Yeah. I think in its own way, it's going to be it's like you said, has its action, but it's going to be kind of soft in a way, like it's about defeating like these aliens with music, which we can all appreciate in some way. And it seems to be kind of more like at least now, like a classical, like piano, but I have a feeling we'll get like other venues of music that'll be coming around. And yeah, this is only the first episode, so there are many possibilities. And I know pretty much nothing about this show, like definitely not heard anything about it really until like a month or two ago. And I'm just super excited to just watch this new show that I know nothing about. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it definitely got me really excited. I think they did a phenomenal job introducing everything. It was such a good way to go about it, like reading a child a little storybook basically with
right.
such wildly different animation than the rest of everything. And yeah,
and it didn't go on for too long. It wasn't like completely explaining the entire origin of everything in like the first 5 minutes. It was like the first about minute or so. And yeah, you knew like this isn't going to be the style of the show. It's a mother reading her kid like a storybook, and then you get to see it in action like immediately afterwards and see kind of like the progression and how it actually acts in like modern day, and which is the future, right? So like 2037 or something, 2047, I think. So yeah, so now we know like the time, kind of the place. They're on like the West Coast, right? So you just get so much information in such an organic kind of way. It doesn't feel like too much like over explaining in the first episode, let alone like the first few minutes. So I also really enjoyed that. I think they did a great job with that.
I think subtlety and showing not telling is so important. And obviously they had to tell us because we have no idea what the hell is going on.
Right.
And they just immediately show us exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah, with these like really cool badass characters.
Right off the bat.
Like, okay, yeah, that was awesome. And I think it's hilarious that we have our main character's name is Takt or whatever.
Yeah.
The conductor, right? The black-haired, kind of emo anime boy, and then contrasting with the little kid whose name is Jimmy. So we got some normalcy still in this world of the future. We got some Jimmys, and we got some Cosettes.
Yeah,
we got some interesting names like Anna. That's just a regular ass name.
Pretty normal name.
Yeah. So we kind of have a mix of like futuristic type stuff and also just like normalcy,
It's a good
this could happen. It's kind of like real world kind of, you know?
Yeah, it's a really good balance of like sci-fi and the actual world. It's like, oh, the sci-fi elements, all of this stuff, but then you have Jimmy who's never seen a piano in his life.
Right. Which honestly is so sad. Like
Oh,
I was thinking about the premise of this show just before watching it for the first time, and I was like, wow, imagine a world without music. Like
crazy.
that and you play it reminded me of A Quiet Place, right? But like
Mm-hmm.
only music and not just like all sounds.
Yes.
So and there were multiple times that I was reminded of that throughout the episode, like with the monsters and kind of like the world building they create with the sounds and
Mm-hmm.
the aliens, like just it all kind of reminded me of A Quiet Place, but just with music, which isn't a bad thing, you know. I think that's everybody was like taken aback by that premise when it came out, so
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely interesting. And yeah, I think so far how they've done it in this episode was great.
So good. Real quick shout out, the guys that wrote Quiet Place are from Davenport, Iowa, so
Hell yeah, they
pretty
did
wild.
go to the university, so
Also that,
shout out. Shout
yeah,
out to them.
getting ripped off by Japan. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a rip off.
Damn.
It is very, oh my gosh, it's such a good idea and so
Yeah.
fun, while also like the music element makes it much more lighthearted, because this could be just like a
Right.
depressing, horrible sci-fi anime.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. And of course, with the characters' personalities
Oh,
being so different and, you know, uh, that will add some comedic relief. But I
yes.
also that's going to hit us in the feels like
Ooh.
hard later on. I have a feeling.
You can tell. Yeah, you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be absolutely brutal.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
a
yeah.
I'm a big fan of, I think, the first action scene that they do after he starts
Mhm.
playing piano. Do you remember the song that he played? I can't remember the first song.
It was something number 5 called
Yeah,
Destiny,
y-
Beethoven number 5 or something. I don't know.
probably. But fuck,
I'm gonna have
it
to
was good.
learn the names of these to be able to reference them in the show. I know he played Moonlight Sonata at one
Okay,
point, and the
okay,
one after
yeah.
that, towards the end. I love that song so much. I just don't know what it's called. Like
Mm-hmm.
I listen to that piece all the time when I'm like, at least I did back in college when I was trying to study and stuff. Just
Mm-hmm.
like it's so peaceful and calming. But I don't know the names of any of these like classical pieces, so I'm gonna have
Right.
to get on top of that. But
They're really going for me though, so
Mhm.
I couldn't have had a better pilot for myself personally, because I love road trip movies and TV shows, and they're going from California to New York. I'm like, all right, I'm already in. Like,
Mhm.
great idea, cool car, good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it when they do like kind of old cars, not like,
Hmm.
but they look cool.
Yeah.
Just
No, I loved it too.
such a sucker for that. It's almost like it's almost like the Supernatural car, like
Oh yeah.
close,
Yeah, definitely.
very similar body.
Oh, Yep.
But
Got it.
okay, so they get into this big fight with a D2, which are like the enemies of, they're like the bad aliens and stuff.
Right.
And then I sent you to like I sent you a GIF on Discord, which was probably one of my favorite scenes of this whole episode. Where
I gotta check it.
Takt, they have their big fight, and Takt conducts Cassette, and
Hmm.
basically like she can fight without him, but if he's conducting her, makes a huge difference, and she's like way stronger.
Right.
But they're linked, like a
Mhm.
musician and a conductor would be linked. So she uses
Yeah.
all of her energy to beat this thing up, and he tries to just like, flex and jump off the building and just pancakes on the ground.
Plummets.
Oh,
Face
good.
plant, bro.
I'm such.
Yeah. See, yeah, we got some good moments of humor and stuff in this episode, and I could see their relationship and like the tension kind of between the difference in their personalities is just going to
Yes.
bring a lot of comedic relief, definitely.
Hmm. And then he was complaining about her using too much energy, which they share, right? But then
Right. Yeah.
what she eats is just garbage. And she was
It's
talking.
just garbage.
She always talks about getting calories, and like everything she eats in this whole first episode are just desserts.
She's like, I require sweets. I'm going to eat biscuits, an entire pie, a plate of pancakes, and donuts. And that was in this episode
One
only. Like,
episode.
she she's definitely like, wow, yeah, she needs to keep up that caloric, make sure that deficit doesn't get too low. Otherwise, I wonder what happens like to her
Right?
if, she doesn't have access to food or sweets or anything after a fight. Or
Yeah.
obviously her fuel, as they said in the episode, her fuel or her fuel efficiency or something.
It's off.
Yeah, it's off. But I also wonder like what else they're going to New York for, because she kind of made it seem like I'm on the screen right now already. Once we reach the New York Symphonica, I would like to request a tuning adjustment,
Yep.
which like the way that it's phrased makes me think that's not what they're going for like initially. Like as if she wasn't already planning on asking for that.
Yeah.
So I wonder like what else they're going for. I'm assuming it's for her. Not only for this tuning adjustment, but also like for something else that we don't quite know yet.
Yeah. They've dropped some interesting things that
Yeah,
are
definitely.
very much going to come up again, like talking about how Anna has an older sister who we can assume is another one of the music arts. So
Right.
that's exciting. And then they're talking about another composer who's like the diner guy. Once again, they're just screaming at me. They're just like, yo, Jake, you're gonna fucking love this. Here's a road trip. Now we're going to a greasy little diner.
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, let's go.
In like an abandoned town, like there's
yes.
nothing else around. Yeah, I absolutely love the vibes from this. I can't wait to see like the other, like it's going to be kind of depressing, but I'm assuming there's going to be a lot more like dilapidated towns where people have been run out and they can't live anymore, where because the aliens, do they have a name? D2s. The D2s have like taken it over, and there's going to be a lot of like old timey kind of like places, especially they're in the West right now.
Yes.
It's gonna be awesome. The visuals, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Like they were so good already in this episode. It's gonna be great. But I was also see, this is great. Like I don't usually watch a show and the first episode be like have so many questions and like excited to see how it's going to play out. Like usually it's kind of a little more straightforward than, this, I guess. But I just have so many questions like with Cassette, what are they actually going to New York for other than just an adjustment? With Anna, like why is she with them? Like
is she
how
human?
Does is she human? Like why does she not consider her older sister like a sister? There's something more going on with that than what she said in the car. Like just all this stuff, obviously with the D2s. I mean, that's a huge mystery on its own. That's the whole plot line that's hopefully going to be, talked about in the future. But it's just like all this stuff. And it's so exciting. Like this never happens, I feel like, to me at least, with all these questions. It's just like I'm going to have a lot of speculation for future episodes and stuff, which is great.
Have you ever seen the movie The Lobster?
Yes, I have. I love that movie.
It reminds me of that in the fact that it's like in the future, but it doesn't feel like it's super far in the future. They establish the world, but you don't know much, but you know a lot at the same time. So it's
that's a very good comparison. Yeah.
So I'm at a total loss right now. Like you said, they've teased a couple things. We know what their end goal is, but like I think the whole point of the show is going to be the ride, not the finish, right?
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they did. They definitely made it seem like, at least in this season, I don't know how long this. I don't know if this is coming from a manga, like if it's being adapted or if it's an original.
I think this is an original.
Okay.
It's they are working on releasing like a phone game of the same thing. So that's
really
fun. Yeah. We'll see how that works out. But
okay. Yeah. So I would also assume that this is definitely more about the journey to New York than actually getting there and, what happens after that. So it seems, they have a long way ahead of them. And yes,
Thank
road
God.
trip, please, as long as you can.
It'll be really
But-
interesting with as far as road trips go, because so many good road trip movies, in my opinion, they do go through the West. That's like some of the best parts because it is such a unique, beautiful landscape. But I also want to see what it's like when they're not in the West. Like,
yeah, I do. I would assume like the existence, I guess there's this whole town that they go to in the beginning of this episode, but like I'm imagining once they get to New York, you picture New York City, like in Manhattan and stuff, and the places that they'll have to drive through. I'm sure there'll also be like other quote unquote major cities that I wonder what has happened to them, like
yes.
I don't know if people don't like being together, like in skyscrapers, like a D2 could probably take that down in a second, right? So
Yeah.
I have a feeling that these, cities are going to be all abandoned and stuff. So I don't know. I'm also looking forward to them getting like over to the East Coast and seeing like different landscapes in this time and place,
It'll be interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, that's it.
I'm just interested to see if they're going to like tie in music cities at all. Cause like, obviously going from West Coast to East Coast, there's a lot of stuff in between, but there's not like a direct route. So like, they could go to Austin, but if they went to Austin, would it make sense if they also went to Chicago or if they also went to Memphis? Like these are iconic cities for music in the States, but it's like,
I know.
Where are they going to go? What are they going to choose? Like, are they even going to do that?
I know. Yeah. I have no idea what their plan is. And I honestly don't really care where they go. I'm sure they're going to show us a little bit of everything, eventually. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, there are many places they could go in the US and like many routes, I guess, to see a lot of different places that I'm definitely interested in seeing just to get more about this world. And, which of course that will bring up its own mysteries. Once we actually get there, it'll be like, wait, but actually this is bringing up more questions than answers, right? I feel like that's just the kind of show that this is.
100%.
I love that.
And
I love it.
Oh my gosh, we have to see like more music arts and more composers, right? So what kind of music are they gonna make? Like you mentioned it earlier. Yeah, you had mentioned that like they could because Tox is like piano. That's his thing. He's like playing on the window. We're like, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, piano boy. But
piano boy.
Is someone else gonna be into guitar?
Yeah, like electric guitar, like bust out the garage band. Like do they have teams sometimes? Like they have a band, they play some like fucking Green Day, and then we got like 4 music carts like connected to these conductors that are going out. It's so cool. I cannot wait. Of course there's going to be things like that, right?
Oh yeah,
like there's going to be like a violinist, like a cellist or something. Just it's going to be so cool.
Oh my god.
To see the different. I can't wait. I want to see. And like that brings me to another question that I had while watching was like, how do these conductors and music cards get paired up? Like, can conductors just give energy and power to any music cart, or are these two like bonded, forever, and they can only help each other kind of thing?
Right.
It's just all this. I just have so many questions, and
they're bonded. The scene in the diner when it's like, what is our goal? It's like to make music, to destroy D2s. No,
you're both wrong. I love how Anna says shut up in English.
Oh my god, yes, thank you. That was hilarious.
She goes, stop. I love that when they just choose the random words to say in English. It's like perfect. Yeah.
Also, and go ahead.
I was just going to say, I, off the bat, love Anna because one, she puts up with these two, which seems like something I could never fucking do. Two, she's driving them across country and she's like,
third? What's the third?
May be a really cute anime girl with bangs and long red hair. So
yep, I was waiting for it.
I may love her for, all of those reasons, but especially, the last one.
Plus, her design is so good.
Right?
Like you
She's
mentioned.
so cute.
Oh my gosh, so cute. The like perfect fit. It's like both a badass and cute. It's like, I'm here for it.
I love the crop top. Like
Yes.
show off that stomach. And I love an anime girl with a nice ponytail. Like she has so much hair.
Thank you. 100%.
And then to give Cosette credit, she's also so fucking cute.
Oh
and
my
her
gosh.
transformation into like, I don't know if there's like a different term for when she's in the red dress versus when she's in her like plain clothes, but she's got like a cool ass rose crown and like her red dress. She looks so badass. She's got platform heels and like her giant ass Longinus looking ass sword. Oh, it's so cool.
Yes.
Her design is awesome. And obviously her red eyeliner.
Thank you so much. I was
That
going to be like,
shit's hot. I love it.
It's so good. Just so casual when she's like in her regular outfit. And then as soon as she's in her dress, it's just like, it pops. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. She's got her little red headband that matches.
Oh my gosh. And red shoes.
And red shoes, yep. Like, yeah, the designs, I'm all for it. And Takt, of course, is, my emo anime boy. Black hair, anime boy. Okay, love. Like, immediately. Boom. And he has
100%.
earrings.
Yes.
Dude.
Oh my God, yes.
So,
Why are they coming at us so
love the
hard?
character design. I know, right? It's great so far. And yeah, the D2s definitely looking weird, confused about them.
The animation's phenomenal.
Yes, definitely gotta mention that for sure.
Not to throw, I'm gonna throw them I'll throw shonens under the bus. A majority of shonens just always lack in the animation. They'll have like really cool shots here and there to make up for all the bland, boring shit in between.
Yeah.
But this is so good.
Like, yeah, I mean, we got 2 fight scenes this episode.
Yes, like really good fight scenes.
Yeah. And they really jump scared me on that second one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
They really got me. Because I was just enjoying the music, which I have a feeling is going to happen a lot with the show. It's just going to be like oh shit, she got like flung across the, wherever they are.
Yes.
And while the pretty music is playing. And I'm of course I'm gonna appreciate the music a lot in this show. But also the original soundtrack.
Ugh.
We can talk about that really quick. There were obviously at the end, the ending song. Or I guess, is it technically the opening? Because they didn't play it at the beginning. I don't know. Yeah. Whatever original song that was awesome. Amazing. I loved that. And also during the fight scene, the one song that I recognized that was like more of an actual like original soundtrack versus just like, oh, we're putting this, music here while the characters are talking and it's lighthearted, whatever. Was during the second fight again.
Yes.
And it sounded kind of like, I don't know names of Star Wars soundtracks, but it kind of sounded like something from Star Wars. It was like the one that's like,
like the good fight music, Duel of Fates.
Yeah. Duel of, yes. That's what it totally reminded me of. And I was like, okay, this is awesome. Like, of course the music has to be good for this show, but like, that was awesome. That reveal during the fight scene. I mean, they had like the lightsaber looking like, oh
my gosh, her weapon.
Yeah, her weapon's so cool.
It's so cool.
And just everything about like how they go about the fight scene, like he blows his arm off. I don't know what that's really about.
Cool.
But like that's awesome. He like whips it out anime style and it just blows up. And then she literally transforms in the air and like throws him his little conductor stick and they like have this fight. It's just so cool. The visuals and the animation, definitely awesome. And the music, of course, aids that. Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, I thought I'd pull up the composer for this just to try and get some sort of like background.
Good idea.
So his name is Yoshihiro Ike, and this dude apparently, like real quick, he's from Japan, formed a band called Aki Band. They released an album. They start like it's big. He starts working with like American artists. He plays bass in Hawaii and LA for a while.
Ooh.
He opened for
epic.
Natalie Cole and Kenny Rogers on their tours.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Holy shit.
So odd. But then,
I mean, yeah, dude's definitely got credentials.
right? In 95, he started making music for video games. And then in 99, started making music for anime.
Yeah. So he's been doing this for like 22 years for anime. And man, I mean, this man's life is filled with music, and he definitely, it shows. I can't wait to hear the rest of it. Like,
honestly,
this is only a tiny bit of what we're going to get for like the whole rest of the season. So
that being said, you mentioned it earlier that they played Midnight Sonata. So Midnight Sonata is my favorite classical song. Mm-hmm. That intro just gets me every time when I had to pause it when I was watching the episode the first time, because I was just like taken aback so hard. I was like,
I know. It's so great when you can you hear songs that you know in a new show, like not even just anime, but like if you hear a song, you know, obviously you're gonna like it like more, right? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I recognize all three. I think there were three major classical pieces in this episode alone, and I just every time I hear one, it's just so beautiful. I didn't realize how much I appreciated and loved classical piano pieces until this episode, and I was like, wow, that really made this so much better.
It was so cool. And
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wait, sorry. We gotta go back for a sec. We got ahead of ourselves. We completely didn't talk about
no,
cassette.
There's a lot that we missed, I feel like.
Mostly, like, one thing I think we gotta talk about is cassette explaining what happened, because it goes into a totally different animation style.
Right. Yeah. They kind of do that.
Like, they do a little bit of a chibi thing, but like it's also comic booky and cute.
Love when they do the chibi thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Ah, she's so cute.
It's ridiculous. Does her hair turn white when she fights?
Yeah. Is it like
totally
lighter?
Does. Yeah. Oh,
of course it does.
Right. Gosh.
Yeah. She's so cool. She's got like it looks like a corset too. Is like part of her cool transformed outfit. Yeah. Her hair is very blonde in normal, just regular life. So yeah, her hair turns white. She's like a red and white like demon that kills the real demons.
Yeah, that's something I want to know too, is like, what is she? Because she doesn't bleed. She hasn't, at least, in anything we've seen. She's like looked a little beat up, but never like cut or anything. Yeah,
that's true. She got flung like really hard. She got hit by the D2 and then smacked into that giant pipe or whatever it was, and then got up when Takt gave her his energy.
Yep. Ooh.
But yeah, that's true. And she's like, I don't know, when she carried that piano, obviously she has like super strength even out of her like fighting form, I guess I could call it. But yeah, that was hilarious.
That was hilarious. What about when she just completely launches Takt into the car?
Right. Like that was like a routine. Like Anna knew exactly when to shut the door.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, that was awesome.
Yeah.
See, like their relationship, their personalities, just great. Go so well together.
And it's, oh my gosh, such a good balance. I love seeing the people listening to music again.
Yeah, right.
Clear out the area.
Really quick.
Yeah.
Did you recognize Takt's voice from anything? I noticed it immediately the second he came on screen.
Hang on.
He said, you can't look it up.
I want to look it up. I see his actor, but I don't know the dude's face. Who is it? What's he done?
It's Shigaraki.
Oh my god, it is. Oh my gosh.
I'm assuming you're watching Haikyuu in Japanese.
What? No, I totally am. Don't worry. Yeah.
He's also Tsukishima.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I recognize his voice immediately. I'm very familiar with this voice actor. I feel like he's one of like three that I've got pretty much down pat to be able to recognize. Just, from hearing their voice. And yeah, it's him. It's him.
He's done so much.
I know. He's a very prolific seiyuu out in Japan. So yeah, that's just gonna make this show so much better for me. I love the familiar voice,
Dude, he's the voice of Soul from Soul Eater. What? My whole perception of reality is being shattered. I don't know why I'm just looking at this now. This is such a bad idea. I'm just falling down a hole.
I know. That happens, definitely.
That's so cool.
When you realize just how much, these voice actors do. And obviously they're voice actors. So if you don't recognize his voice and he did play someone that you're like, what? That makes sense. Like, that's his job.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, that's really freaking cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, we got one of the same voice actors in our last show and now in this one.
See if we can get him into the next one.
Yeah, I'm sure he's obviously very popular, so.
Yeah, there's a chance. While we finish out this episode, I want to point out how Cassette is disappointed that there's holes in donuts. I love that. It's so funny.
Why would they take anything out of food?
Right. How could such a flaw be permitted?
Right? So good.
Oh my gosh, it's phenomenal. Oh man. Like,
can't wait to see her other takes on food
sweets
that humans eat.
Gosh. Keep her calories up.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez.
This is phenomenal. I am like so happy we chose to watch this. This is really, really good.
Yeah, and I can't wait. I don't know. Do you think this is going to be like a shorter season, like 12 episodes, or I wonder I wonder. I don't know. I would obviously gladly watch this for 25 episodes like the My Hero, but I don't know. I feel like lately, unless it's already like serialized anime like My Hero, they do the shorter seasons.
Yeah,
so
unless it's honestly like a shonen adapted from a manga. Even like mangas aren't even that long. We talked about Blood Lad, like
that's long. True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be shorter, but
yeah, which is fine, I guess, because I could watch a lot of this for sure.
Yeah, that's true. And as long as, like, of course, I'm always someone for quality over quantity, right? So obviously Mappa is like animating, I think, literally like 10 shows right now. Like for the past year, they've been doing so much. I don't know how they're doing it. They've been doing Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, this show. Those are just three that I can think of off the top of my head, and they look great. Like, I don't know how they're doing this,
but looks so good.
They're doing a fantastic job, but I hope they can take a break every once in a while. Like,
honestly,
Jesus. But yeah, if it was 12 episodes, I'd be okay with that because they'd all be great. I just know it.
Yeah, Mappa is untouchable right now. They're just dropping bops.
Kinda. So, yeah, looking forward to the rest of the season.
Same. And everyone, if you're looking forward to it too, please keep watching it with us week to week. We're gonna be trying to do our episodes today. We're recording this on Thursday, but hopefully we'll be doing it on Wednesday. Do you know what time it drops on Tuesdays?
Not sure. I watched it, I think, like late afternoon, but I wasn't like waiting for it to come out. So I think it comes out Tuesdays, like maybe like, I think 11:30 is a popular time for shows to come out in the US, at least in our time zone. So I would assume somewhere around like just afternoon-ish.
Yeah. Cool. But everyone stay in the loop. We're going to be dropping this recording soon. Obviously, if you're watching it, thank you. If you're listening to it, thank you as well. Make sure to drop a follow and like if you're on YouTube. If you're on, you would go check out the Hogtie Productions Twitch channel. That'd be pretty dope. Also, check out Fish Inc. Cassidy, what else should they look for?
like you said, Fish Inc. We got some streams coming on twitch.tv.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you care to follow us, my @ is Cassidy Co. And I have an art account at Kohai Art. Anything else from you, Jake?
Your Mob Psycho piece that you put up is so good. Oh my gosh.
You.
Yeah, big fan. Obviously,
Missed
like
that show.
Oh my gosh, they're all great, but that one I was just like, oh my god, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, make sure to follow me at on all the socials and stuff. Getting back into making TikToks, working on Hogtied TikToks, etc. Keeping on top of those trends.
Hell yeah.
Let us know like what you're watching. Hit us up. Follow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, sorry everyone, my bad. Follow my anime list. I finally made one. So
you did?
it's very, very much in the early stages. I haven't put down much of what I've watched and rated much, but it's there.
That takes a while. Yeah, if you're doing it from scratch, yeah, years after you've started watching anime, then yeah, that'll take a while.
I've been watching it since like middle school, and I'm trying to go back.
Right? Yeah. I can only imagine how difficult that is. But also, I also have my anime list. So mine is completely up to date. And I update it literally probably daily, which is...
That's awesome.
Sounds kind of bad, honestly. But
No. Because I mean, I do the same thing with Letterboxd. I have 2 different apps I use to just like track and share what I'm watching right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Is yours Cassidy Co.?
I think so. Yeah,
Perfect.
Should be. Oh, actually, no, I don't think it is. I think it's Cassidy Kohai because, anime. Login. It is Cassie Kohai.
Nice.
Cassie Kouhai. Boom.
I'll make sure to send you. I'll make sure to follow you because I'm only following one other person right now.
There are a lot of other fall animes that are coming out this season that I just didn't even realize that I would be so excited for. So just so everyone knows, I will probably be watching Komi Can't Communicate, Platinum End, which is airing tomorrow, created by the makers of Death Note. So that's going to be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Takt OP, obviously, and Blue Period. Hell yeah. Oop.
Let's go.
Hit my mic, but yes, I'm so excited for all of these. Anyway, I've rambled on for long enough.
No, watch them all. Keep up to date and follow us talking about it.
Oh yeah.
Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Stay safe out there. Get the vaccine. Be good to each other.
Yep.
Hold your cats close.
Do that too, always.